Christopher Reeves.
Christopher Reeves, my God, yes, sorry, brain farted there, was pretty spot on for Superman.
You're right. You're not wrong.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
But those are the only two examples.
Yeah, I mean, like, I like Chris Evans' Captain America, to be honest.
Yeah.
I think, yeah, I mean, he doesn't not see it in real life, so that's pretty solid.
No, he's definitely a good Cap. I'm just saying it's not like he's not running around in the comic costume like those two actors are. That kind of thing.
Yeah, that's true. He's a lot prettier than comics Captain America. And then like Guardians is very much it's its own thing.
Yeah.
For better, which is fine. Like Guardians is still arguably my favorite Marvel movie.
Oh yeah.
It's one I still haven't gotten to.
You would like it.
James Gunn.
I know.
James Gunn is a pretty damn good director.
Yeah, I'm really surprised given how Thanos heavy that is.
So am I. I've just never gotten to it. That and I've skipped a lot of the Marvel movies besides the Avengers ones.
I think Ant-Man's the only one I haven't seen.
Yeah, I haven't seen.
I have not seen Ant-Man.
I keep forgetting Ant-Man's the thing.
Right.
I have not seen Doctor Strange yet.
Strange is I like Strange.
I haven't seen Strange just because I hate Cumberbatch.
He's fine in it. Like I don't.
What
I don't.
do you have against Benadryl can't be bothered?
I will say this. Some people complained when they initially decided to cast him at that, but let's pretend you know absolutely nothing about comic books. And someone holds up a picture of Benedict Cumberbatch and says, "This man is Doctor Strange." Wouldn't you go, "Yep, if I thought Doctor Strange and had to pick someone from a lineup, that man is a Doctor Strange"?
Well, I mean, that's a lot of acting, though. Like, acting is basically you can step into the shoes of any role, and if you're a good actor, you can do it. So if you got the look, then it's your job at that particular point to step into that character.
I mean, like the biggest complaint I got about Doctor Strange is that it's basically Iron Man again, which Marvel has that problem of remaking Iron Man with different characters.
They've done it for Iron Man 3 times now.
Yeah, I mean, like, Iron Man 3 is good, though. I really like Iron Man 3.
Actually,
Iron Man 3
Iron Man 3 is good. I like that.
Yeah, a lot of people show that movie for some reason. I guess because it's not super comic booky. Despite it being...
I actually thought it was...
I hate saying it, a lot of the movies are not super comic booky, so...
Yeah.
But I think that's why the Marvelverse works, is because it's not... It takes enough from the comics to be recognizable, but isn't utterly beholden to them.
I hate saying it, though. The only real comic book movie that was comic booky was fucking Deadpool.
Yeah, I mean, like... Look, Guardian, his face.
Well, Guardians of the Galaxy
is comic book ass. I mean, it's good sci-fi, but it's comic book ass comic shit.
Yeah.
There's a gun-toting raccoon.
It's
like that is some comic book ass shit.
Guardians of the Galaxy
also,
is like Star Trek B movie awesome.
But like they also like they name drop some Jack Kirby shit, which like the kitchen chef emoji right there. And like that first Spider-Man movie was pretty comic book ass. The Sam Raimi one.
2 is still one of my favorites. Just, yeah.
3/4 of that movie is awesome. The last fourth of that movie kind of falls apart.
Okay, when I say I like it,
here's my problem with Spider-Man.
I like Doc Ock.
I mean...
That's like...
Yeah, Ock's great. Yeah.
I mean, my problem with the Spider-Man movies is that... And I guess, like, you can nail one and not the other. Like, it's really hard to just, like, swap between the two. I thought the first set of movies, he was a good Spider-Man, but I mean, a good Peter Parker, but not a good Spider-Man.
Yeah.
And in the second set of movies, he was a good Spider-Man, but not a great Peter Parker.
But like a 30-year-old Peter Parker.
Yeah, so I'm really just hoping that this next one actually can just do a better than decent mix of the two, and that'll be like, that's a great Spider-Man.
I'll give the first two ones, the old first two ones, a pass just because like they were products of their time.
Yeah,
and it's Sam
so
Raimi. Like,
right, yeah, also that.
Not to mention, I hate saying it, a lot of emo shit was really in back then, so I guess I really thought that Peter Parker being fucking depressed as...
I am wrong! I am right! I swear I'm right!
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, that was...
I felt like that was like the time that was cool, and they wanted to just display that. I'm like, but this is a comic book character, so...
Right. Also, real talk, if we're gonna talk about comic movies, Batman and Robin exists.
Yeah. I think that's the only time that Nickelback will ever have a decent burn.
Yeah. It's not even that. It's like their fucking PR dude or whoever.
Actually, just so we don't lose the toughest bean, let me get you a link to the tweet storm with that.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we all saw that. It's, you know, it was meme news. Yeah, I would say I like, yes, like there's some comic movies, and Guardian 2 looks great, and I'm sure what's this year? Guardians, Spider-Man, fucking Thor 3, which maybe cool.
Oh yeah, forget about Thor 3.
It's not hard to figure out Thor. Let's be real. He's the, you know, the forgotten of the fucking solo Marvel movies.
Yeah, it's like, oh, it's that one Loki's from.
Right, the Loki franchise.
I'm still looking up the tweet because I'm doing this in incognito
Oh yeah,
mode.
he's seen it.
Oh, okay. All right,
Yeah.
good. Because I really didn't want the search history of my Twitter to actually have Nickelback in it.
I mean,
So I actually made a dummy
the
Twitter
shit,
account.
the shit I've googled why, like, you know, streaming this. There's my search engine is all F to the A.
Oh yeah.
There's some shit I will have to fucking, you know, explain to the cops one day.
AJ still hates me for the fact that one day I made him Google meet the words "meanwhile in Japan,"
Oh,
Oh no!
well, that's fair.
Give her a tug.
and yeah, he's. I don't think he remembers, but I know that he was visibly upset when I had him do
He
that.
just kind of raged it out of his mind.
Yeah, he probably forgot about it completely.
I mean, I've been sometimes so angry I forgot why I was angry. It happens.
How did
What
you
is even
like
going
Trouble
on
to
this
the Big
strict
Awakening?
on the screen though? Well, I'm confused.
The music synced up perfectly for a boss fight.
This is a boss fight. What's the boss? I'm confused.
She fell in a goddamn trap.
Celibacy.
So you gotta shoot demon bugs off her, or something like that. I don't know. I'm glad I turned the volume off this.
Yeah. Christ.
I'd like to thank you all for getting me on a watch list.
Well, it's fair. We're all on the same list now.
Well, we're List Brothers.
We'll be all right. We'll be all right.
We're all. It's our terrible fight club. But you know,
You know, there are two possible boss battles for this part.
Christ almighty,
Between
give her a
this
tug.
and the other girl, this is actually the far tamer one. Remember the other one where the girl got
in what,
stuck in the
in
goddamn
what
window?
country is this tamer?
Well, remember the other one where the girl got stuck in the goddamn window and we had to literally
Oh,
get behind
yeah,
her and push
I
her
did it
ass
until
out?
you reminded me right now, and now I'm having Vietnam S flashbacks.
Okay, the cat just like raced up to the TV. Bad cat.
So I found some tech news that may or may not be interesting, but it's kind of like what iPhone users deal with every year or every new iPhone release.
Explain.
Okay, so recently Intel released their latest line of CPUs. It's called Katy Lake CPUs. That's just the name that they gave it. So AMD has a new chip called Ryzen that's coming out, and AMD hasn't made new chips in literally like 4, almost 5 years. And these are actually due to compete with Intel on a very serious level. So instead of maybe lowering their prices to be more competitive, they decide that after just releasing these chips, that middle of this year they're going to release their next generation CPUs. Meaning that the people that already purchased these basically are going to have a slower CPU in less than a few months.
Wow.
Technology's dick.
Yeah. Now I kind of understand the anger of iPhone users.
Right. I mean,
Because
like,
this happens to them all the time.
Like I don't buy a new iPhone every year. Like I'm on my third one.
I'm going to go ahead and say that majority of iPhone users don't really. A newer phone comes out because they're going to use theirs for like 2 years and then upgrade. So I can understand that a lot of them won't be pissed. But
Yeah.
there are a lot of people that care about their cell phones to a degree that they will definitely replace them with the newest and greatest thing in their operating system.
And that's. I wish I had that much money to blow on. Dumb
I mean, you
stuff.
technically could do it easily if you decide to sell your old phone.
Yeah, but like, it's like.
I understand
so-
that it's still like an
yeah.
up cost of $100 like
Yeah.
every year, but yeah, you can offset the costs. It's just that
Yeah.
it takes a little work, and making people go to a Starbucks at off of Craigslist, because I'll be damned if I go to their house.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't like. I try to use my shit until it dies out, only because fucking it's expensive otherwise. And I don't really like the application of consoles that's happening now.
Yeah, but if the Switch gets a virtual console of GameCube, I'm purchasing it.
Oh yeah.
My Wii still works fine.
I'm sorry, you have a Wii?
Yeah.
We all do.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, the Wii was haha. No, the Wii was fine for a while. It's like, it's a fine system until like the last couple of years were kind of crappy. But like,
Yeah, I still
was
have
some-
my Wii upstairs working fine.
yeah, like fucking the
still have my
virtual
GameCube,
console
like-
is good. Yeah,
you
so
know
do I,
what?
actually.
You know what it was? The last system I had was a GameCube from Nintendo. I'm talking about,
Right. Yeah.
and I thought the Wii was kind of gimmicky, and I was just like, I'm not gonna have this.
Yeah, we're trying to get the mask girl to fall in love with us.
And then the Wii U turned out to be like a gimmick of its own, and I'm like, I'm definitely not going to be a part of this.
I like the Wii, to be honest. Like, it gave me Mad World, No More Heroes 1 and 2,
Yeah,
two
Wii-
good Mario Galaxy games,
Wii rules.
fucking House of Dead Overkill,
But you know what it was though? Like on the PS2, I had literally over 40 games.
yeah.
Like 40 games that I kept. I'm not talking about I purchased them and then trade them in at one point. I legitimately
Yeah.
held on to these shits.
I had a decent sized Wii library. Also,
Because-
like, the Virtual Console was nice, too.
Yeah, I mean, but then again, you couldn't really fuck with the fucking PS2 library. The PS2 library was legit strong.
Right, but
I didn't feel, and I did
Right,
not
but
feel
that's-
that way about the PS3. And when I didn't feel that way about the PS3, I was like, well, I need to be selective about what games are on the console and what
Right.
the console has to offer. And that's when I started buying less consoles.
I mean, like, the Wii...
Wii U gave me
The Wii library
Bayonetta
is
2,
strong.
Wii U gave me Wonderful
Yes.
101, and those are two of my favorite games of all time.
Don't get me wrong, there are 3 games I definitely want to play in the Wii U. That's Xenoblade Chronicles. That's Bayonetta.
yeah.
And I mean, I wanted to try Smash, but I feel like
Yeah.
Smash would just be a fighting game for me, so it wouldn't be like a game I'd play in the long term.
Yeah, like, I have no regrets about my Wii U. I had... Wind Waker is a great game. I like playing again in HD. I played the fuck out of Splatoon. I played the fuck out of Mario Kart 8.
Yeah.
Having
I was kind of
both-
jealous to people playing Splatoon, but then Overwatch came out
Yeah.
a few years afterwards. So I was like, all right.
No, it was literally a year after Splatoon we got Overwatch, so that's fine. Yeah. also,
Anyway,
like,
guys, I gotta bow now. It's getting a
Alright.
little late, and I got work in the morning.
We're
So
only be streaming
Yep.
the 6
Yeah,
months
thanks for
anyway,
coming.
but thanks for
Thanks
coming,
for
dude.
coming. And
Oh,
sorry about
Jesse,
the list.
by the way, Jesse, I do have to talk to you about something serious in the future, at some point in the future. But yeah, get back to me whenever you can.
no problem. I'll talk to you later.
Later.
Bye.
Oh yeah.
But yeah,
The
I think the
PS2
toughest thing is
library
right
is the
though. We are
strongest library.
never going to get a library as strong as the PS2. It was solid.
It's called
And-
Steam.
Well, I mean, that's kind of not fair because the
Yeah.
PC doesn't really have as
Age.
much of a generational gap.
Yeah.
It can have an operating system limitation, but even then,
Yeah.
that can easily be overconquered. But
Um,
yeah, it's going to be really hard to compete with the PS2, and like the PS2 was like my strongest console era as far as like post 2000s.
Yeah. But you know, I liked Cube. I liked the Wii. I like the Wii U. The only Nintendo console I don't dislike is the friggin' N64 because the controller was garbage.
Which one?
The N64?
N64 fan.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, that controller was hot garbage.
You know what it was? I was a dumb kid, so I could have adapted to that controller. So I had no problem playing games on it.
I love it.
I will be honest though, playing GoldenEye on it now, as opposed to in the past, it's fucking dumb as hell.
It's unplayable.
It's basically unplayable, but the game is still solid though. Like for what it was.
Mischief Makers and Banjo-Kazooie, like.
Also, like, I realized, like, the PS2, that's when the PS1 was on fire, because we got, what, Resident Evil as a franchise, the PS era Final Fantasies, fucking Xenogears.
I remember playing Resident Evil 2.
Metal Gear Solid.
The day I played Resident Evil 2 was the day I went out and bought a PlayStation.
Yeah, I bought mine for Resident Evil 1.
I bought a PlayStation 2 because I was, like, back in that era, I was still under the impression that Square Enix and Squaresoft could do no wrong.
Huh.
So...
that was the generation that should prove that wrong.
So, the first thing I did was I went and purchased a PS2, and the first game I purchased was The Bouncer.
Oh.
And I got home. I rushed home to set that shit up. And then I put it in. And 2 hours later, I was unplugging it and bringing it back.
I think Dead or Alive.
Dead
or Alive 2 was like my first PS2 game.
My first PS2 game was Eternal Ring, the From Software title.
Like GameStop was like, "Yo, GameStop was like, yo, calm down, I got you," because they got a they literally got a copy of Dynasty Warriors traded in them, and they're like, "Take this home, you're gonna love it." I'm like, all right, I'll try it out. Sure enough, I did. It was great. What I'm trying to say is fuck The Bouncer. The Bouncer is fucking garbage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember like an old friend of mine like hyping up Kingdom Hearts a lot. He was like, "This is the most unique game I've ever played. It's so great. Nothing could ever compare to this." I'm so glad someone had a unique vision. I'm glad someone had a unique vision for this game. And then I sent him a picture that had side by side the cover, you know, like a picture of Sora and a cover of The Bouncer.
Yeah.
And he was really pissed at me for like 2 weeks.
Yeah, Kingdom Hearts. That was fun. I mean, I remember being hyped for it, but then it being 100 years since we got a follow-up too, kind of.
Kingdom Hearts was like, Kingdom Hearts 1 took me it takes a while to get good. Like the worst stage in that entire game is like right at the beginning with the fucking Tarzan swinging vines. Like,
ooh, yeah.
Fuck that part.
Yeah,
but
that was rough.
That's why, like, I didn't actually finish Kingdom Hearts 1 until I played 2. Because 2, you get into it and it's just like, hey, this is good right off the bat. You sure love mashing that fucking X button, don't you?
Yeah.
And you're gonna have fun doing it. And guess what, guys? Tron is in here. Every time I think, like, well, the Kingdom Hearts games are stupid, and I think, like, oh, wait, there's the Tron level, and all of a sudden the series is redeemed. Like,
I'm trying to think. I didn't. I liked Birth by Sleep.
Oh, Birth by Sleep. The combat system
that
of
was
Birth
super
by
good.
Sleep is actually really fucking good. And I actually,
yeah.
I
have that game.
I bought the one with Aqua in it, and like the new one. And if that's anything like what the combat in 3 is gonna be like, I'm fucking in.
I'm not. By the way, the toughest one. I'm not knocking the Kingdom Hearts series. The Kingdom Hearts series, I believe, is actually still pretty good. I will, however, say that like 2 disappointed me for a lot of different reasons, and it kind of caused me to knock off of it. But as a whole, the series is good. I had Birth by Sleep. I do still need to play that.
At this point now, I would say just wait until you get the PS4 collection.
Everything.
Yeah.
My plan is when that thing comes out, I'm just gonna start streaming that and playing. See how much of that game I can play before I like give up.
Yeah.
Now that I have a capture card, I really want to go back to Xenogears.
Xenogears is good.
I will tell you this. Hold off the temptation to LP a long RPG for your first game.
I'm not going to LP it. I would just live stream it, honestly.
Okay. Because I know people who have tried to do that, and oh my god, that is a nightmare.
It's a 45-hour game base, so like...
Honestly, I'm sticking by what you told me, and just only Let's Play like games I legitimately know almost inside and out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Have a decent knowledge set on it.
Right. Okay. All right, it's 11 o'clock. You ready to put this bad boy to bed?
Yeah, I think we've
Yeah.
I think we've hit our our descent into anime hell. And I
Yeah.
gotta say, this game has been made significantly better by just changing the fucking soundtrack.
Better with a better soundtrack. I'm shocked.
I actually have yet to play. I have actually
There's
yet to
one
play,
thing I want to ask.
Kingdom
before we
Hearts
go.
Dream Drop Double Dong Michael Jackson. I haven't played that one yet. I have it.
I played
have
it on the DS.
I have the HD
3DS
version
rather.
of it, but
Kingdom Hearts Triple D's nuts.
Yeah.
yeah, Kingdom Hearts
Boo.
Diners, Drive-ins, and Dives.
Can we just go ahead and mention one quick thing, by the way, before we cut out from going live?
Sure.
How is Brock Lesnar just now retiring from UFC?
Oh, because he's been sued out of existence. He failed the drug test.
Yeah, I know. So it's kind of like
Yeah, I don't know how.
he's
Like,
been out.
MMA is mad shifty.
Yeah. I mean, I guess someone might have told him, like, hey, Brock, you gotta be out, and he ate them in one whole gulp.
Everything is dumb.
Yes. On that note, yeah, thanks for Jesse to swing by. This was a stream that happened. Toughest Being, thanks for cracking wise in the comment section.
Yep.
And we will be back next week for. Are we doing Mass Effect again?
No, I think next week we're going to be doing some fun games.
Something.
Oh,
Jack
we're gonna be
Black.
doing
Some Jackbox, yeah. And
Yeah.
then, who knows? Yeah, Jackbox next week, then Mass Effect, and then fun.
Yeah, so Toughest Being, if you get here early enough, feel free to definitely get the codes to play the game and definitely hop into our Quiplash games.
It'll be fun.
Yep.
Alright.
Alright.
Have a good lolling.
See you guys later. Thanks
Hey,
for coming out.
and thanks for coming by, man. We really appreciate you coming by.
Yep.